Today we're talking about the differences between ski and snowboarding injuries. Hang out, we're going to talk about that next. All right, so today we're going to take a look at the differences between skiing and snowboarding injuries. I was able to find a number of medical journals that were talking about the differences between the two, and I thought it would be kind of interesting to look at that. So if you're a skier or a snowboarder, these are some of the things you might want to pay attention to, watch out for, so that way you can continue to ski and snowboard with a totally intact body, which sounds ideal. But before we go any further, do me a huge favor, go down below, hit the like and subscribe button. That's a free way to support my channel, help me to keep doing what I'm doing. So if you want to support me, that's a great way to do it. So in that first clip that you just saw, this snowboarder is skiing down the mountainside and wipes out on a tree, hits that tree full force and breaks his tibia or his fibula. We'll have to see at the end of the video here. He talks about it more. But then he self-extricates. He gets himself out of the situation, which I think is that's a respectable, admirable. But at the same time, we also want to make sure that we're utilizing any help that we have available to us so we don't make things worse for ourselves. Let's check this video out. So that's a bad day right there. He obviously hit that tree pretty hard. Now we'll see here in just a moment, he has another snowboarder that comes up and finds him here and notices that he's in trouble and tries to help him out. And this individual here, I'm not sure of his name. I'm going to leave a link to his video down in the description down below so that you can go watch the whole video and subscribe to his channel if that's something that you want to do. But he has a snowboarder that comes up to see if he needs any help. The snowboarder says, don't worry about it, I can self-extricate. He has a cell phone on him. He calls his girlfriend, his wife, or whoever, and lets her know the situation and the problem. She offers to get ski patrol to come out and pick him up as well. He says, no, I can do this myself.
Hello?
Hey, I just hit a tree and I think I might have just broken my leg.
And then he starts to self-extricate. The way that he does it is pretty cool. He says he's going to scoot his way down the mountainside, and he just sits on his board and just uses that as a way to slide down the hill on the snow. So I think that's a pretty smart way of extricating yourself should you need to. But ultimately, we need to be taking care of ourselves by accepting help when it comes to us. So if your wife or girlfriend is like, hey, let me get ski patrol out there to come pick you up, let her call them. Or if you have another snowboarder that comes down the hill and says like, hey, do you need help? Let them help you. I get it. I understand that completely, that you want to take care of yourself and you don't want to put anybody out, or you don't want to be a burden on anybody. But at the same time, we need to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves, and having help to come get you off the mountaintop after you've broken your leg. That's one of those times where you could feel pretty good that you kind of needed that help.
Hey, I just hit a tree and I think I might have just broken my leg.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm not joking.
Oh, f***. How do I get up to you?
I'm okay. Where are you?
I'm at Tombstone.
Okay, I can probably get myself out of the trees.
Are you sure? I can come up.
I'm okay.
I think he broke his leg.
Possibly. I'm not sure.
He's alone.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
So we'll stop it right there. How do you know if you've got a broken leg? Well, you don't really until you get x-rays and you can see exactly what it is that's going on. You don't usually know unless the bone is like sticking out. That's called a deformity. If there is a substantial deformity to your limb, then there's a good chance it's broken. If your arm normally looks like this, but it's bent the other way in the middle, obviously we can kind of infer that you've got a fracture there. But you don't always know if a bone is broken or not. And some of the things that you can do is look for point tenderness. If there's an exact spot on your leg that is substantially more painful than everything else. Any swelling or edema or redness at the point, that's also an indication that it could be broken. And then if you try to put weight on it, you're not able to. that's a good sign that there might be something broken as well. So if you break a bone in your lower leg, you have two bones in your lower limbs. In your arm, you have the radius and the ulna. And then in your leg, you have the tibia and the fibula. So you never know for sure whether or not something is absolutely broken. If it hurts a lot, it's swelling, you can't put any pressure on it, it might be broken, and you want to make sure that you're taking a better care of it if you can. One of the things that you're going to want to do is to immobilize that fracture. So if there is a break in that bone, the ends of those bones are very sharp and it can cut you up on the inside of your leg if you allow that bone to just kind of flop around. So we want to make sure that we keep that injury nice and stabilized. And of course, splinting is one of the best ways to do that. If you have ski poles or something like that, you might be able to use that to immobilize your long bones on your femur or wherever else that you need to. And then obviously, if you're in a wooded area, it can be easier to go around and find yourself a couple of sticks and use those to immobilize your fracture. Of course, you're going to need a way to wrap that or to keep those in place, or else it's not going to do you any good. So having a trauma kit on you with the ability to tie on a splint or two if you need to might be a good idea. But I really like that he's self-extricating like this. He's got his snowboard under him and he's just sliding off down the hill. So that might be a good way for you to self-extricate if you need to. Maybe you wipe out, destroy your phone because you impacted a tree so hard and you're not able to get anybody to come and help you out. Maybe this is a way that you can get off the mountaintop and get to a location where somebody can come pick you up and find you. So kind of a cool way of extricating yourself.
Oh God. Nah, I think I broke my leg. You don't need to run. But yeah, I'm just kind of scooting my way out. It's all right. My girlfriend's down there. I just talked to her. She said she could call somebody.
Sure, dude?
Yeah, I mean, I just smoked a tree with my lower leg. Like I was going this way and the tree fucking
Damn, man.
nailed it. Yeah.
It's like so powdery out here.
Yeah. I'm okay. I mean, I'm not even sure it's broken. I mean, I fucking hurt it pretty bad, so I can put a little.
Weight with you.
Yeah, I was actually just about to try and stand on it. I got fucking rocked.
What tree did you hit?
That was a pretty good. 2 bones in your lower leg. The main one I think is okay.
Yes.
It's the little one that's pissed.
Damn.
I'm okay. Thank you for stopping though.
You want me to wait for you?
Nah, dude. Have a good day. I'm not gonna die. I don't think.
Yeah, but you're in the
Yeah, putting weight on it when it's broken, not a great idea either. I mean, sometimes you got to do what you got to do, but it doesn't always mean, just because you can put weight on it doesn't mean that it's not broken. I've worked on people before who are walking around on a broken leg. So just pay attention to that. If there's a substantial amount of pain, you think it might be broken, you have a deformity, that's for sure. That's a good chance that it is broken. So you want to make sure that you're not standing on it or putting extra weight on it or anything like that. But you just don't know. Just if you think it's broken, just treat it like it is broken. So at the very end of the video, he says that it turns out that he did break his fibula, and because of the displacement, so that means that the bones aren't aligned anymore, they're displaced, right? So he's going to need surgery. He says self-evacuating probably didn't help. Don't be a dummy, just call ski patrol. So he didn't have that fracture stabilized, and now the bone might have been more in line, but because he's tried to self-extricate, he didn't splint it properly. Now that bone is out of alignment. And the whole time, every time he's moving his leg, there's a chance that those bone ends are in there just slashing everything up, and they got to go in and repair all that. Recovery time is going to be significantly longer, and there's a good chance he's going to have problems from this for the rest of his life. Maybe not, but that's a risk. All right, guys, that's all I got for you for today's video. If you like this video, don't forget to hit a like and subscribe. That's a free way to support me, help me out at the channel here. And don't forget to head over to the mountainmanmedical.com website and check out our Yellowstone and Wind River trauma kits. Be ready for whatever the mountain throws at you. I'll catch you guys in the next one.